How dare you?
How dare you? Hello
It's
and good
it's
evening.
it's Pathfinder time, damn it.
It is Pathfinder time. Um, so to our viewers at home, we have a bit of a fractured party situation at the moment. Just because we're not one person's running late and someone else we're not sure if they're going to be here, but we're going to run the session anyway. Just because we would like to make some progress. So, um, hey,
Hey!
that's a surprise. The nicest surprise I could have gotten.
Mm.
So, yeah, I guess since you're here, if you want to do like your fast level up stuff, I mean, not everything, I guess, because some of it's a bit slower. But if you want to like roll your hit points or whatever, D8.
Ranks.
Yeah, so I'll go through the recap. You guys set off to pursue the final Sahedron item that you needed to progress in Zinchalast, and you decided to go to the Spolarium, which acts as the city's morgue of sorts. Um, you found inside Alamia, as well as a few underlings. These underlings were basically animated, grotesque piles of corpses that had been amalgamated together, and she'd been using them as sort of like servants. Um, there was a bit of a discussion about several topics, including Cade as a show of faith, I guess, saying that they were gonna harm one of the underlings just as a warning in case there was any betrayal afoot. Um, and Lamia informed you all that though she came to Zinchalest um, to pursue her own ends, she really does not care much for Karzoug's return to the world and is sort of like acting as a free agent in that regard. So she was willing to look the other way and let you guys through. So she handed you guys a Sahedron ring, which went right to Ursuline, and you guys started making your way up the rising slope towards the upper city of Zinchalast. And you got there and found a group of Lang spiders who walked up to you, and they half requested, half demanded that you all go into the Pinnacle of Avarice and deal with denizens from their horror realm of Lang who are working towards bringing Karzoug back, as well as using something called a Lang device to kind of upset the natural order of things in the area, and they want you to deal with them and destroy the device in your travels. From there, you guys found your way to the top where the pinnacle was sitting. You took a quick look around, finding some like compounds for creatures that Karzoug may have kept here in ancient times. For example, there was a compound for any dragons. There was another one for Lamia Harridans. Neither was occupied at the moment, so you guys elected to just go inside the pinnacle. You were faced with an impossibly tall, spiraling ramp that proved hostile, as there was a group of, I think it was 6 giants, that stood in your way. You guys, first of all, Dino had the idea to try and split the fight by putting up a wall of stone, not realizing at the time that he wasn't able to build it high enough to limit the line of sight of some of the giants on the other side. However, this didn't really prove to be much of a hindrance, as they weren't really able to hit any of you from range. And once you guys got past round 2, where the more dangerous spells were thrown out, it was mostly smooth sailing from there. You guys collected their equipment, or at least looked at the equipment. I think somebody grabbed the flute that the Cloud Giant Bard had. It was a flute of revealing mists, which basically allows you to play the flute, and it will fire out a thin layer of mist that will cling to anyone that's invisible and allow you to kind of see where they are. So you guys have ascended to the top of the ramp. Before you, there is a single door on your left and a set of huge golden double doors on the right. And I think I know which way you guys are going to want to go, but we'll go from there. What do you want to do?
Kid, nope, go. You first.
I was gonna say I cast a spell on everyone. Bulls and not bull strength, bears endurance, mass. So all of us has more health.
Okay.
I just got a new spell slot, so time for everyone to get more health, and we are going to kick ass.
I like that plan.
All right, so
Also, are we gonna try to be stealthy, or are we just barging in at this point out of curiosity? Because I know dinosaurs will last a solid extra minute, but if we're gonna be stealthy, then I can just dismiss them. I can promise you, they ain't stealthy boys.
So, Kay's just kind of look around at everyone and just say, "Are we prepared? Does everyone have everything they want? Does everyone have any spells they want to cast? Any wands they want to use? Anything they want to do before we head out?"
Could cast minor version of bark skin on everyone if you want, but if I do that, then dinosaurs probably won't be around for the next fight. But do you think a little
Uh,
bit of extra armor is more useful? Do you think these 4 dinosaurs here are more useful?
the dinosaurs.
Ah, then I'm good to go.
All right, then yeah, I'm down.
just making sure everybody's excuse me. Just make sure everybody's health values are right after the bear's endurance.
Lily says she wants to cast some spell resistance on everyone, by the way, in the messenger, because she had to step away.
Okay. One sec. Bear's endurance. Where are you? There you are. All right. So, spell resistance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So that is spell resistance 29 to all of the party members. Chomper not included because Lily is out of spell slots for that level now.
Okay, and then she said, I can't remember if it's a feat or a spell, but I want to use the pre-casting spell thing, and I want to cast it on Dino to use heal on him if he hits 20 HP.
Okay, so contingent spell. Let's see here. Contingent spell where.
Can you hear me now? Okay. For some
Yes.
reason, when I was talking the entire time. When I'm connected to my Bluetooth, y'all can't hear me for some.
Yeah,
Yeah, no,
I can hear you now. Couldn't hear you
I
before.
figured out why. My music was playing in the background. That's why.
Oh yeah, that'll do it.
All right, let's try this again. Let me put you back onto Bluetooth. I'll try it one more time.
Remake.
One more time.
One more time. Okay, so yeah.
Was super gargled. I'm sorry. I didn't hear a word of that.
All right. So continue to spell heal on Dino that uses an 8th level slot. So that's good. And all right, that's all she wanted to do. Cool. All right, so it's I believe it is now time for everyone's favorite game. Pick a door.
Left.
Gold doors.
But those aren't the ones on the left.
That's true.
We could go right for once. Let's mix it up. Let's go right. Why not?
All right.
Alright.
So you guys go right.
It doesn't have the same ring to it.
Okay, I've already.
No, it doesn't. But we tried it, and we can say we tried it and we didn't like it, and we can never do it again.
Thank you.
Already moved the dynamic lighting. Make sure nobody's in a wall. All right. So in this room, the ceiling of this curving hallway rises to an arch some 50 feet above your heads. Curving to the west, the hall ends at a particularly immense pair of double doors that appear to be made of gold. These double doors are over here. As you're all taking it in, something manifests in front of you. Not that.
What is it? Yeah.
You see a slightly transparent image of Karzoug appear before you. And Karzoug says, "And so the fools have found me.
Oh.
I must applaud your tenacity. You're much more
Better.
persistent than the worms I thought you to be. Rather, you're more like hungry maggots in your endless squirming and writhing to get to the death that awaits you at the core of your fate. I am that fate, maggots.
Oh, we're hungry, buddy.
I am your
Coming for
death."
you.
And the image is going to cast a spell. Urslin's the closest target. This
Are you
is.
hearing me for some reason?
I can hear you.
Well, now you can. I turned it from Bluetooth to speaker.
So then just leave it that way
Why the
on.
fuck is my music playing?
I don't know. My
I
phone does the same
turned
thing.
it off.
Yeah, my phone's done the same thing. I know exactly what you're experiencing, and it's terrible. And I am so sorry.
What were you gonna say,
Spotify.
Urslan?
Do not endorse Spotify because its Bluetooth is fucking acting up.
So it's shooting Ursulin. With
So-
what?
Wait, don't I have a quick dodge or some shit like that?
So he's going to cast a spell on you. It is a fortitude save, which I will roll.
I'm gonna assume he's casting transmutation spells, so I use my dominant scimitar to cancel it.
Don't I have this spell? Didn't I take this spell?
So, well, yeah, your gun actually can absorb the effect because.
Oh my lord, I closed out fucking Spotify. I'm so fucking done with this shit.
So yeah, your gun as a dominant weapon can absorb the effect, and in fact, it does. As you fail to save with a 22, Karzoug attempts to cast a reduce person spell on you, but your gun absorbs it, and so you are unaffected. Dino, it's fun. It's funny you mentioned your weapon specifically. In fact, all of you, as owners of dominant weapons, um, as Karzoug is done talking and he's casting a spell through this image, all of you automatically feel a strong sense of antipathy towards this image of Karzoug, and you all realize that. So antipathy, which basically you just have a deep seated feeling of like aversion or dislike for the fact that he's doing this. And you all realize that you can take your weapons, any of you, and essentially stab or slash or do whatever you want to the image of Karzoug, and it will dispel the effect.
So if I look up and say, are you actually talking to us, or is this a projection of a pre-recorded message, you little asshat, as I'm walking up with my weapon out?
Oh, it wouldn't be any fun to tell you. Why don't you just do something about it?
Kate's gonna pop him.
Alright, so you swing your hammer. You swing your hammer at the image. It makes contact and the image disappears.
Ah, thank goodness he's gone, asshole.
You know he's gonna be back, and he's probably not gonna be too happy that we cut off his long-winded monologue that was about to occur.
Oh no, he's gonna be back. I am so scared.
There is a bright flash of arcane energy as the image disappears, although there is no clear indication of what that means.
Hey, what does that mean?
Kay's just looking at Dino and goes, "Why the fuck do you think I'm gonna know what that means? I just he disappeared. The flash of light. I don't know if that was." Kay just starts racking their brain, thinking of all any of the religious possibilities, any of the magic possibilities, and tries to discern from not knowing what the fuck is going on to knowing what is in fact going on.
Roll Arcana.
I give you guidance, and I say because you're the knowledgeable one. God damn it.
It goes, I mean, thoughts are knowledgeable for different reasons. I mean, I think I could be wrong. Oh dear. Kate looks at Dino and goes, "You're knowledgeable about dinosaurs."
True, but my knowledge is expertise, and yours is just genuinely know everything. So hence why you're created as the knowledgeable one.
Can you roll Arcana for me? Roll 20 is open, but not apparently on a window I can see.
Okay, 29 or 30 rather.
Hooray.
So
it works.
Your best guess is that the flash was some sort of powerful backlash of magic that was sent the other way. Through the image into wherever he's projecting from.
Hurt him kind of deal?
No way of knowing for sure, but potentially.
Okay. Sweet. Cade's gonna look at everyone and go, "So, onward?"
Thank you for proving my point, Cade, but yes, onward.
Alright, so as I said, there is a set of double doors here.
We'll go through the Dumbledores.
Dumbledore.
To the Dumbledores.
Had to. Sorry.
These doors lead to more doors than I want to go back to see what the other door was. The small door.
Okay.
So we leveled up.
Yes.
So I have my spells back.
No.
Have your new spells.
You have your new spells, but without a rest, you don't have all your slots back now.
You're right. I should have been more specific. I was just didn't have any of my new spells checked, and my brain was like, "Wait, I learned them, but I don't have them. I have them, but I learned them." And I lost track of language. We got the gist of what I was attempting to say. I'm gonna stop.
So
Yes, to the big Dumbledores.
let's get a marching order.
Kid,
My Brachiosaurus are gonna be in the front, and then me and Chomper will be right behind them.
Cade defiantly standing in front of the dinosaur, or looking at Dino and going, "Can I ride it?"
Yes.
Cade climbers onto the back of it and just kind of shouts, "Charge!" and hopes it bursts the door open for him.
And might as well also be on one of my on the Brachiosaurus. Charge!
Let's fucking go!
Get up at that dog.
Sure, we'll go with that arrangement. All right, so in this next room, the interior of this dazzling chamber is awash in golden light. It shines from every gem, every strip of gold, and every silver inlaid wall carving, creating a kaleidoscope of color and riches. The checkerboard pattern on the floor is interrupted in a 20-foot wide path from the northeastern doors where you currently stand to a throne on a dais of onyx to the southwest by a path of what appear to be countless rubies, forming a red carpet of sorts to the throne itself. This throne, if possible, makes the rest of the chamber's extravagance seem pale and poor, for it is made of shining gold, diamonds, rubies, and sapphires, and draped with shimmering glowing furs from unrecognizable creatures.
Does that ruby floor hurt?
To walk on? No.
Is it magically cursed or trapped?
Roll perception.
I will also help him roll perception. Well, my dinosaurs will roll perception, because why not?
Cade was also saying that out loud and like in character, just being like, with all the shit we've been seeing, I don't trust things being this fucking easy.
Irons?
Ooh, that is a terrible perception.
No, I rolled a 9. Sad.
All right, so Cade, you're unsure.
I rolled a 2.
Dino, you're fairly certain that there's no trap afoot here on this carpet.
Damn it. Alright. Onwards.
All right, so inside there are several creatures, some of which you are already familiar with. There are 2 storm giants here. There is another cloud giant bard here. There is a type of giant here that you haven't seen yet. You're not quite sure what to make of this one. And then seated on the throne is a beautiful woman wearing gold-plated armor. She carries a exquisitely crafted scimitar, and she wears a purple cape, and she has some sort of fur draped over her shoulders. Here, I think there's actually a handout for her. Let me
Do any of them have Sahedron markings? Like the last ones that we fought? Oh, damn.
This is what she looks like.
She's fucking badass. Okay.
There are runes inlaid in her armor. They appear to simply be like Thessalonian runes rather than straight up Sahedrons.
So Cade's gonna take a step with the Brachiosaurus inwards and try to diplomatically enter and just be like, "Hello, Great One."
gonna give you enhanced diplomacy, makes it easier for you.
Are you of sound mind and are you willing to have a conversation? Kay just says, coming out in on the back of a fucking dinosaur.
I am back. I was in the bathroom. I'm sorry.
You're good.
It's okay.
I didn't want to announce it, but then when I came back, I heard all the noises. I was like, I missed quite a bit.
It's all good. So we went through a hallway, opened a door. There's a kind of giant we haven't seen before, and then a cool, normal-sized lady on a throne with a bunch of gold armor, and then another large unit behind it. And I just walked in and said hello. Now you're
Is
caught up.
she an ice giant by any chance, or is she just a cold lady?
We haven't figured that out yet.
Oh, okay. Does she look like an ice giant?
Maybe? Kate's panicking.
No,
Well, I was
she's a human. She's just a,
Oh, human. She just looks like she's cold.
Oh no, there's a person behind her that looked like a colder, bluer giant.
yeah. The cloud giant bard over
I
here.
was describing based off of what Cade sees, not necessarily what I know out of character what they are.
Gotta use two fingers to scroll.
So I remember your question. I'm just
Alright,
opening
now that I loaded up the map, I see what we're looking at.
various monster sheets.
Does look like a cold lady. And that other lady looks very ugly.
I'm
I
not
didn't
sh-
say that in character. I'm just letting you guys know that. I'm just saying, like, out of character,
Oh,
that
no, I understand.
ugly.
That's right. You are allowed to have your opinions.
What is Alfredo soup? And how do you add too much salt? Actually, if you want to remedy the too much salt, just add a potato.
That is true. Then don't eat said potato, though.
Yeah, don't eat the potato, but add like depending on how much salt you add, I think it's like for every tablespoon over, you add an inch cube of potato.
Yeah, it sucks all the salt out. Side note, great eating, guys.
cooking tips with your Pathfinder gameplay here. So the woman hears you, Cade, and her eyes flare a bit, gold color, and she sits on the throne and is kind of just like twirling the scimitar around in her hand.
Lord.
And after a few moments, she looks towards the group of you and says, "What makes any of you think that you can just walk in here and ask anything of me?"
Oh. It's either we walk in and try to talk to you, or we walk in and try to kill you, and I thought you were due the respect of trying to talk first.
I'm gonna whisper to Cade that was a better response than what I'm gonna say. That is a much better response than what I would have said.
He just kind of looks back and kind of like nods and understanding me, like I believe that, and then looks at her and goes, "I genuinely would love to know more of who you are. Obviously, you're someone of great stature on side of this throne, and you don't necessarily have runes etched into your flesh. And there's a chance and possibility that we could actually possibly be of use to you, or at least not have to interfere with one another's plans. And instead of coming in here, quote unquote, guns, dinosaurs, and what else spells and spears ablazing and undead. Again, hence the diplomacy or an attempt of decorum. I am not a nobleman. I don't really know the way courts work. So if I've caused any offense, was unintended. And hello, welcome to the new century. I don't know how long you've been in here. Bless you.
There's boogers all over my phone.
Gross. So she's gonna stand up and she's gonna start walking towards the door, and as she passes by this giant here, the giant is actually gonna step away from her as she walks
Oh,
past
wait.
him.
That giant is not the one that. Oh my lord! I thought that giant is the lady we were dealing with, not that little tiny speck.
No, the lady was
Yeah,
on the throne.
the token of the human. That's the same
I
size
thought
as all
I
of your
saw it, I
tokens.
couldn't tell. She
I
kind of
know,
blended
it
in the
wasn't.
chair.
So,
But that giant is fucking ugly, I'll tell you that.
while still kind of twirling the scimitar in her hand, and you notice now that her eyes are going to flare up again golden. This time the scimitar flares the same color. It's glowing like in her hand. And she just says, "Now, what need would I have for that? I've been baptized in the rune well itself."
You are. Whoa. Okay, Cade's face just lights up and just starts nerding out, completely forgetting all decorum, forgetting the fact that they're literally being approached by someone who's trying to probably slaughter them, just literally looking at them in straight up awe and just going, "That's fucking awesome," and holds their weapon up and goes, "Only this has been in the Rune Forge for me." So the fact that you, all of you, you're saying your entire being, you have been forged, that's possible? I looked at everyone and I said, "I told you it was possible."
Well, I didn't mean to roll it that many times, but I guess I would believe her.
So, quick clarification. She said rune well, which is not the rune forge.
That's where we put our guns and our weapons.
Well, that's the rune forge. The rune well is if you think back to like the beginning of the campaign, the room that had the famous hot and cold Dorito.
Oh, the guy in glass?
Yes. So, well, yeah, but Cade's...
Not
like I
that, but
said,
the
Cade
other kind
all-
of pool thing in that room was a rune well.
The thing I touched and almost died?
No, not that. The other thing that was in the room, that was a rune well.
Oh, the blue thing. The
Yeah,
not lava thing.
yeah, not that one. Yeah, the circular pool that was next to it.
Oh, the thing that we collected the stuff of, and it had like weird effects.
No, that was the envy room in Runeforge. But
I'm very lost.
it's okay. So
Okay. Do you need me to clarify my intent, or do you need...
I was rolling nature to see if it was actually possible for her to be forged in the rune well.
oh, that'd be Arcana anyway, not nature.
Oh, okay. Well, let me. I have a better bonus on Arcana, anyways.
The whole point of not trying to roleplay there, though, was Cade was kind of like skipping things a bit. Like, that was the point. Like,
Yeah, I got you. I got you. Okay, 21. Well, I mean, you're not well informed as to the process, but as long as as long as she's telling the truth, then yeah,
Sure.
it would seem that you could.
Wouldn't it? Speaking of, I was playing D&D 5e on Wednesday, and I was like, oh man, I miss sense motive.
Well, it's insight in D&D. Same thing.
I remember sense motive because of the words.
Yeah, I heard you said you wanted to roll it.
Yeah, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead.
Not that. Not that. Oh my god, I'm just trying to scroll.
I would like you to click it for me. I walked away to grab some more water.
Yeah, I mean
Did I
those
click the right thing?
those of you who can see her, which I mean should be all of you, can.
Did I click the right thing?
You clicked the right thing the first time. That was a use magic device. That last one.
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I'm on mobile and I have to like pinch and zoom, and when I pinch and zoom, I click things.
All right, so 20
Hey,
for Ursula,
let's roll
20 for
20.
Cade.
I can technically do sense motive.
Yep. You can all
Wait,
see.
do I have to right, didn't it just do it, or?
You can all see and hear her. So.
Let me pull up my sheet because I have yet to do that.
Oh well, that's important.
I'm gonna cast enhanced diplomacy because I'm about to knock her down a few pegs in a second.
Hmm.
I'm sorry.
So wait, I'm able to use the blade again? That makes zombies?
The Bone Razor? Well, I mean, you can always use it again. You'll just lose Deerface.
Right.
The highest.
Also, just when you get it, just give me a D8 roll so I can add your hit points from last session.
Oh yeah.
All right, 41. So that is, we'll say that's good enough. Okay, so 5 plus.
Oh, I didn't take Dispel Magic. I should have taken Dispel Magic. I'm dumb. Oh well. I'll take it next level.
Okay, so Lily, you know that what she's saying is true. She was indeed baptized in the rune well to enhance her magical prowess, as well as to cement her allegiance to Karzoug as well as the cause. Additionally, with your role, you also know that something's amiss with her. She doesn't seem to be completely acting under her own free will. But you're not certain of how strong the hold over her is.
Can I? Is it possible to discreetly ask for detect magic?
I think it would
I
be
don't-
like 2 rolls. You have to do like.
I don't think
Stealth.
you're in range for detect magic. Is the
I think
issue.
I am. Am I in range?
I don't know if any of you are in range, honestly. I think the range is... Oh, it's 60 feet. Never mind. Let's see.
I think I have detect magic, do I? I do have
So
detect magic.
you're just out of range. You're also out of range.
I mean, I'll scooch forward if I'm just out of range.
Cade's in range, but you can also just, run forward if you... Oh, Cade doesn't have detect magic. Oh, no, Cade does from Scald. Okay. So yeah, you can run forward if you want to get in range. You would need to be like...
I'm gonna scooch.
I mean,
These-
I'm on top of a dinosaur. Also,
Did you want to be
you
riding the
should-
dinosaur, or...
Yeah, Cade wanted to. That's how Cade came into the room. Was on top
Right.
of the Brachiosaurus.
Okay.
I have a
I
question.
think I clicked on detect magic. I'm not sure.
I don't see anything yet, but...
Well, fuck this mobile version of this bullshit. It closed out my frickin' thingy-my-bobber.
Okay, well, can I apply a trick since we're not in actual combat yet?
Oh, let me roll detect magic first.
Yeah, what do you want to do? All right. On yourself?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, it's a success.
Because I'm walking across, and it doesn't. Okay, it says a circular symbol appears. Can I kind of make it crudely seem Karzoug-esque?
Karzugisk.
Yeah, Karzoug-esque. I don't know.
Well, I'm sorry. What are you trying to make?
But the symbol
Karzoug?
that the curse sanction literally like makes a circular symbol appear
Oh,
on my
I see. I
forehead.
see.
Make
Yeah,
it crudely kind of like Karzoug's if I can in any form, kind
Sure.
of compel its sheepering.
Yeah, I mean,
If it's because
yeah.
his symbol is kind of an eye, so I was just like,
yeah. So you have a good mental image of what it would look like. So yeah, I would say you can do that pretty easily.
so as I'm approaching on the back of a dinosaur, like what looks like a emblem of Karzoug just appears like etched into my skull, but it's really like this trick, and so deceit, lies, and hopefully work.
All right. So Urslan, you
does that also detect curses?
Magical curses.
I think it does, yeah. Because
Okay.
most curses come from spells and magic, so. Yeah. So, you project your detect magic. You find that the information you gain in combination with what Lily knows, leads you to believe that it is her weapon that's possessing her.
It's possession, not a curse.
I think that's how it's worded. Let me I'd have to look at the item description. Let me do that quick. Let's see here. So this is technically not a curse.
But it functions like a curse.
Where did all my tricks go and why am I an idiot?
Yeah, it functions as if she's being possessed, but it's not a curse. No.
Well, I'm just about useless. If it was a curse, we'd be good.
At this point, she sort of like tugs on some of the armor and clothing around her left shoulder, and she reveals that there is indeed a rune of greed etched onto her shoulder. And she once again like does a little flourish with her scimitar and points it directly towards the doorway, towards Kate and Urslan. And she says, "With what the Lord has given me, my life belongs to him, excuse me. Body, soul, as long as he lives, even if he's not in this world, there's nothing you can do to stop me." And she, at this point, she turns around and orders her guards to attack.
Okay.
So at this point,
before that, I was gonna say, can I cast a spell on her?
you can try.
I was gonna do Seek Thoughts
Okay, sure.
and like see if like there's a way to see if she's actually willing to break free.
Mm-hmm. So go ahead, roll the.
I go for
I'm
a
trying to
menacing
click it.
intimidate.
I don't know if it's going.
Oh,
Let me know if it goes.
I haven't seen it yet.
I have it now.
There
Oh,
it
well,
is.
that was twice. I'm sorry. I clicked it twice. Oh my god, this is like the third or fifth time they've watched this movie when I'm around. Oh my lord, please, for the love of God. Mobile. Well, both are... Oh, one's a success. Okay.
So you cast the spell. You sort of wait a moment to try to dig into her mind and see what's inside, and you get nothing at all. She is immune to mind affecting, complete immunity to mind affecting.
Oh. Well, there goes my spell slot.
Oh, I mean, it went, but it also informed us greatly about that. That means I need
Yeah,
to be very careful.
that is actually a critical piece of information that you gained. So
I'll just let Cade know that there's no way to affect her mind.
So this wouldn't apply to her then.
I mean, it
Because
might.
you said she's being controlled by someone, but
so
that's what I've been looking for this whole time to ask about, by the way. So, like, I don't mind not being able to cast it at this point because we've progressed to, but I do want to understand.
no, it's fine, it's fine. So she has been under the service of Karzoug as well as the wielder of this particular weapon for so long that I would say that unless like drastic measures are taken to figure out how to remedy the situation. Simple tricks and magic like this simply aren't going to work.
Okay.
She
Where's
she
her
is
weapon?
she is basically like completely gone to the weapon's influence as well as Karzoug's influence. That's not to say that she can't be saved, but you have your work cut
So-
out for you if that's what you want to do.
I would like to take we can and not kill her if we're gonna save her, and if not, well, oh well, self-preservation first.
I'm just gonna turn to Cade and be like, so are we aiming for her weapon or for her?
That's a good point.
Karzoug.
We should try to disarm her because it seems like even the giants are fearful of that. So disarm and don't touch the weapon. Touch her. Well, don't touch. Okay, no touching.
Touch her.
Kate is looking at it, and she's like, "That's not what I meant. Not like the succubus, like shoot, pew pew, touch treatment, kind of, boom, gun touch, not hand touch. Cool."
We got it.
Kate's panicking very much from the top of the dinosaur, and going, "I am not the best at speeches."
At this point,
Yeah,
I would
she's
like
ready to throw hands, regardless.
I would like everyone to assemble however they like inside the room. If you choose to go past the doorway right now.
Okay, well, the way you
Ruin
worded that
your
made me
face.
regret my decision, but
Well, no, I'm just saying because I moved you guys to the doorway and then no further. I didn't know like how far
Oh,
into
yeah,
the room
no,
anybody was
I-
entering, so
I'm entering. I've entered about, I guess, like a quarter to a third of the way into the room towards the
Okay.
throne. When I was
Um,
trying to be diplomatic and be like, "We're totally with Karzoug too. See this symbol in my head? Let
As-
it be of use." And she just was like, "Nah, you're bullshit."
as this is happening, she basically switches places with a really huge giant, who again like keeps himself arm's length from her in a noticeable way.
Alright, so then I turn my attention to the giants and go, "Do you truly want to serve her, or are you just fearful of death from her?" We're just saying that as we're preparing our fisticuffs.
The bigger guy looks towards you and he just says, "Puny creature, I serve Lady Viorian."
Ah, we got a name! Look at that! Kate just looks over at her with a toothy grin.
I'm just gonna make him not breathe.
Where do you want your dragon, Dream? Like in here?
Oh, I get to roll initiative, right? Alright,
Yep.
let me tap my figure first. Alright, I tapped it. I go back here. Don't
Yeah,
ignore
right
that.
There's fine.
Is that
Put him next to
That did
more next to
anything.
Chomper actually, so he can
Uh,
take that
ooh.
giant on.
Alright, I'm updating the remaining rounds on the summons. Because the conversation took some time, of course.
Hey, I got a 32 on my initiative.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I can move myself where I want to go.
We still get the
There's
bonus
so many
for
dinosaurs in the
earlier.
fucking way. I guess I will move close.
Kay, do I need to roll for you or you got it?
I just ran back to the screen and I'm clicking the button right now after I just stubbed the out of my toe.
Oh no.
Neither are good, so just go with the first.
Always do. Alright, so last call to move yourselves around. I see a couple of you are still outside of the room.
Yeah,
So
I was actively so. Bunk. So this is the dinosaur I rode in on, so I'm just pretty much hopping down from it.
okay.
Uh,
Alright, I have a tie to break.
Who's Ted?
Cat and Dream are both tied with one of the giants, so I just have to fix that quick. Alright. So Cat should be there, and then Dream, you and the giant have the same deck, so just give me a flat d20 and make that the tiebreaker. Okay. He rolled a 5. Okay, so with that, Ursulin is up first.
Cool. I'm just gonna ask very kindly for this giant to stop breathing. I don't know which one I want to do. Do we want Aboleth's lungs or Udine's curse?
Well, I can tell you that communal returning weapon is not the spell for that purpose.
Yes, that would be true. That's more or less if I want to cast that on my gun and then throw it to a teammate so they could shoot it, and then have it fly back to me. You know, like. But let me just see which one. Targets are on it. What kind of giant is this?
Roll knowledge nature.
Okay, well, hold on. That's not gonna be my action, is it?
No.
Okay. Did that go?
Not yet.
Maybe I have to flip back.
There it is. 10.
Yeah.
So you don't know. This is unlike any type of giant you've seen before. This doesn't resemble any other kind of giant that you've fought yet. So
We'll do Aboleth's lung then, because I mean,
that's like the full image of this thing.
I don't know if this person could already breathe water, but if they can, then this spell is basically
Might
ineffective.
take him.
It doesn't look like he breathes water.
Okay,
I can't close that out now. There we go.
Will saving throw. 27.
Damn! What a waste of a spell.
That was a good idea.
Well, I got it. I got another one prepared, so I could try again. What do I get for asking kindly?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take a 5-step foot back.
All right.
And that will be my turn.
Okay. Viorian is up next, and she is going to do a quick scan of the room to try to assess how powerful each of you are. And something catches her eye. She notices the scimitar that Dino has. And she is going to take hers and point it at him. And she just says, "You. I choose you." And she's going to start moving towards you. Okay, her speed. Speed is 30. Now you're on the back of this dinosaur, right?
Right.
So she's going to try and just chop down the Brachiosaurus to get to you.
I honestly like this thing. No offense to you.
That is a 47 to hit. The Brachiosaurus takes 34 points of slashing damage. And she looks up at you in frustration and just yells, "Get off that thing and fight me one-on-one." It's Lily's turn.
Think about it.
Yes, your turn.
He's gonna laugh at me. Asking me no to. We just. Well,
I'm just going to summon my spiritual weapon.
I think it's a good start.
Okay.
There we go. Just go ahead and start that.
That's our
Anyway,
dragon.
no, that's our dragon. Yep, you're right. At the giant. Frost giant.
All right, so yeah, it's well within range to put that next to the Warden of Runes. Let's see here. I'm gonna use a different color because it's not showing up too well. That really isn't either. I think it's just because I'm zoomed out. Whatever, I'll just use the blue that I always use. Okay, 25. That misses.
Darn. Maybe next time.
All right. It is Cat's turn. Cat is going to... Where's her sheet? There it is. All right. Cat will move forward.
She should be on shortly.
And not really having much of a clear path to anything spell-wise, she will crossbow the big dude in the middle. 30 misses.
What about flanking them?
Yeah, it's still a miss.
Fair enough.
Okay, so now it is this one here. He will try to hit Cade with a Call Lightning. Cade make a reflex saving throw. Sorry, I don't know if you said anything. Do I need to roll it, or... Cade. Oh, awesome. 38. Yep, you're good. And really shitty damage roll. You take 2 points of electricity damage. It is, it's now Dream's turn.
Alright. Dragon's gonna attack the warden.
Okay.
Help him.
I had the same fucking ankle on the same fucking thing at the same time, which is why I was muted that whole time, not really answering. Sorry to
No
cut you
worries.
off, Dream.
You're good, you're good. Alright, so yeah, Dragon's in range to full attack.
So, everything?
You can roll everything, yeah. Okay, the bite hits. So he gets 2 claws and 2 wings. So roll those again. Okay, so everything but the first claw hits.
Oh, dude.
That's a miss. Everything else hits. So 27, 38, 60, 70, 88 points of damage.
then I'm gonna swoop in on the copy bits over there.
Okay, let me just make sure you have enough movement to get there. Yeah, pretty much.
On the Wendigo.
Oh yeah, so.
And I'm also. Can I heal my? Deer face?
You can use Touch of the Grave. You can use
Okay.
there's it's more than just that. You can Touch of the Grave works. Harm works as a heal spell. Any of your like inflict wound spells will work as a heal.
Okay.
But yeah, Deerface got touched up last session, so.
Yeah, he did. I'm gonna use inflict critical wounds to.
Okay. So you touch Deerface and you heal him for 27.
And then I'm gonna have Deerface attack.
Oh yeah, he only gets a bite because of how far he had to move. 29 misses.
29 misses. Fucking Christ, okay.
Alright, Dino's turn.
I'm gonna look at what's her face. I'm gonna laugh and say, "Okay, listen. I would love to show you how much better that I am than you, but right now I'm gonna deal with your big friend here. All right, so just sit tight. All right, sweet."
Drino's
I'm
turn.
gonna take a fighting step. I'll steal my Brachiosaurus because why wouldn't I? Right, before I do anything, the Brachiosaurus right here is gonna go for a grab. Wait, no, he's not. He's low in health. That one's gonna grab.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is not enough. No, not enough.
Fair enough. Alright, now the second Brachiosaurus that I'm standing on is gonna go for a grab. Okay. Alright, now this one's gonna go for a grab. Better.
44 is still not enough.
Yeah, fair enough.
Fuck.
Alright, fuck this noise. Full round of attacks from me and Chomper. So, first is gonna be Chomper with his first two. Then normal bite. It's one of those days. That's how it is. And then I'm gonna attack.
Nothing there.
That's the 35 hit because we're flanking.
On the big boy, no.
Fuck.
Actually, wait, hold on. I'm sorry, because the 35 gets boosted. That becomes it's +4, right? So that becomes a 39. That does hit.
Go. Grab him, Chomper. Eh. Alright, last Diplodocus is gonna go for a grab on what's her face. Three to what's her face.
All right, so 42 for Chomper doesn't grab. 43, you're trying to grab her with that one. 43, nope, not enough.
Fuck. Alright, that's my go.
All right, it is Kate's turn. You are muted. Yes, I see you pinging.
LOL. That's a pillar that I can't see past, correct?
Yeah.
So if I take a 5-foot step back, yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yep.
That's what I'm gonna do. And then Kate's going to stare at this guy. And are giants considered monsters?
They are. Well, hold monster would work on everything that hold person works on. It's just costs a higher spell level because of what it can affect. As far as whether or not count as monsters, giants are humanoids, so they would be subject to hold person, but hold monster just by virtue of having a higher save, it just has a better chance of success. But up to you. Okay. So hold monster.
But then I'm targeting everyone. All four of them. Oops, I didn't mean to click on it again, but I can target 2 because of my ability, I think. From
let's see here.
You know what I'm talking about the spell DC can affect more than one creature.
Yeah, I know what it is. I'm blanking on was it this one?
I'm also blanking, it's a problem.
Yeah, I got it. It's mental potency. So mental potency doesn't work on spells that only target one creature. If it was like one creature per level, then it would work.
Okay.
But a single target spell, it
you.
doesn't work on.
So then I'm gonna just target him.
Okay.
After staring at him.
Sure.
Just say, you sit and stay.
29.
Fucking Christ. Alright, then I'm going to implant another trick into Dino because he's being challenged right up front and it's going to be free in body.
Do you have to touch him for that?
I thought I could do it from Aurelius, haha. I sent Aurelius to do it.
Okay.
That's what I was.
So Aurelius goes and leaps up and touches Dino and gives him free in body as a trick.
I look at Dino and I go, I hope you remember what this spell does, and I hope you use it to your full advantage when the time comes. And then my turn.
Alright. It's now the other Storm Giant's turn. He is going to follow the lead of his buddy and cast Call Lightning as well. This one is going to be against Ursulin.
What?
So I need a reflex saving throw.
Alright, give me 1 second. I gotta switch between tabs. You said reflex, right?
Yeah, reflex. Okay, 29, you succeed. You take half damage, so 5 points of electricity damage.
Ouch. May you damage me, please?
I did.
Oh, well, I'm still at 157.
That's correct. You were 162.
Oh. Oh, I didn't even see you change it. I guess it happened while I was flipping between tabs.
Oh, no worries. All right, so with that, it is going to be this one's turn back here. He is going to use his action to start a bardic performance. And he's going to use it to... He is going to inspire courage. All right. Top of the round, Ursulin's turn.
I guess I will try again. I'll take a 5 steps forward. And this time... I didn't mean to roll that. I'm just trying to scroll. Come on. We'll try this.
Okay, Steel Breath. Fort Gate. 30.
God fucking damn it. You know what? I'm about to just pull out a monster if you don't stop breathing. I'm just gonna fucking step back again.
Kate just looks at her and goes, I'm on board with the monster, that also works.
Alright, it is Viorian's turn. She is going to continue to try and hack down the Brachiosaurus in an attempt to get to Dino. She's going to full attack it this time. 4 strikes. First one's a critical. And the rest of them are hits. That is a total of 191 points of slashing damage.
My.
What?
And that
To who?
this summon right here.
Okay.
It's still alive, but barely. She's gonna take a 5-foot step back away from Dream. That's gonna end her turn. So it's now Lily's turn.
I'm going to take
Okay, that first one hits with a 40. So that's 8 points of force damage and 1 point of bleed.
Nice. Is that a giant?
Oh, yeah, that was to this one.
Giant have bone? wait, never mind.
It has bones, but you're out of slots for that spell.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
you put spell resistance on everybody.
I know, I just remembered. He's a giant creature. Can I just, like, move through him?
I mean, yeah, you can, but I don't know if you have that much movement unless you're. I mean, you could full run because the spiritual weapon just gets an attack for being next to it. So yeah, you could full round run through.
I just want to get closer to the team.
Okay, sure.
And I'm guessing that's all I can do. As of
All right.
now.
Cat's turn.
Yeah.
Sorry, I had a medical question that needed to get answered.
All good.
It's rare that I get those in this household.
Hmm.
Alright, so we're fighting this stick dude, right? Sorry, I'm a little late, guys.
So
I
the
have to
enemies
double check.
are 1, and then there's the 3 giants in the back,
Okay, I just had to. Sorry.
and then
I
there's
wanted to make,
this person
to make
here.
sure that I wasn't doing some friendly fire on an ally because I was on a plane, y'all.
Yes.
I flew in just for you guys.
I'm on a plane, and it's going fast.
No, it really was. Like, I was the only plane that did not get canceled or delayed.
Love to see it.
Alright. I am actually going to use... Did we wrecked?
Nope.
Fuck, I can't do that. Okay. I'm gonna use Ice Spear. And
Okay.
I'm just gonna put all of them on this dude.
All right. So let's see. First off, the trip is unsuccessful.
I did not expect it to be, that's fine.
Let's see here. There are... one spear. So you have four spears now. So they all just come up from the ground and go right into him. He makes the save exactly with a 20. So he's going to take half damage. He is immune to cold, but he takes 22 points of piercing damage.
I'll accept that. And I have my turn.
All right. This guy here. He is going to use chain lightning. Clarification on something. Okay, so he's got to make a series of caster level checks against all your spell resistance for this one. Okay. Alright, so the primary target of the spell is going to be Chomper. So I need a reflex save for Chomper. All of the summons. Deerface. Everyone but Cade. Actually, Cade's not in range. But yeah, everyone except for Cade. And not the dragon because he's immune. But everyone else, reflex save, please.
I don't like this. I came back, I was alive, and now I am no longer alive.
Wait, you're not alive?
I don't know anymore. Or maybe I am. Is it 26 high enough?
Are you Yam? I don't know.
I don't know anymore. I spent the weekend helping people move. My brain is mush.
Understandable. Alright, so, spell resistance wise, he fails to get by the spell resistance the cat has. And Ursulin. He does beat the check for Lily, Dino, and Dream. Lily is also the only one who failed to save. Lily takes 46 points of electricity damage.
Yay.
Chomper takes none. Cat has... Okay, Cat takes 23... No, Cat takes none because he didn't beat the check. Dino takes 23 points. As do all of the summons. So the one that Dino is riding on is dismissed, and Dino goes tumbling to the floor.
Ow.
Dream takes 23, Deerface takes 23.
Wait, why?
Because it's half damage on a made save. I think that's everybody. Alright. So it's now Dream's turn.
Alright, it's about to go down.
It's about to go down.
Alright, Dragon's gonna take the fucking Warden again.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna unload.
Yep, full attack. Bite, 2 claws, 2 wings, tail. Okay, bite hits. Both claws hit, so that's also a rend on top of that. So 66 points of damage plus the rend. Oh no, I'm sorry. That's not a rend. I'm sorry. That's
yeah,
that's the dragons.
Rend's
Yeah,
a Wendigo.
yeah. That's Deerface. So yeah, just 66.
Alright. And then I'm going to hop off the Wendigo and cast Slay Living on this bitch.
Okay. Okay, 29 hits her touch. Let's see if she makes the save. Uh, 35. So that is... let's see, this is untyped damage, so it is subject to her resistance. She takes 14 points of damage.
God damn it. Alright, Wendigo's gonna fucking piece her up now.
Alright. Bite and 2 claws. Miss. The first claw hits. So that's another 14 points of damage.
Alright, I'm at my...
Alright. It's now Dino's turn. So Dino, you've been dumped onto the floor after one of the summon you were riding on has been destroyed. You pick yourself up. What do you do?
Alright, Tim, it's time for some big brain plays here.
Okay.
I roll for Chomper's damage, because Dino does plan on moving, but Chomper needs to get his sweet damage in. For
That's fine.
Improved flank.
Do what he's got to do first.
1, 2, then 1.
The second one hits.
Nope. So 37 normally doesn't hit. God damn it.
This giant is in a bad way right now.
Excellent. Excellent.
Welcome
All right,
back,
Tim.
welcome back.
Question: Can a creature pick me up and then move me somewhere else?
It can move you at half speed because you're doing it willingly, right? So I assuming you want the Brachiosaurus to pick you up and drop you somewhere else. Where do you want to go?
I want him to put me down in this spot right here. So that's my rule. That's why I can't ping.
Yeah, I was about to say I don't see it. So this one can reach you, but it would have to kind of like
5:30.
try to toss you. Which you could try.
If it uses half its movement, can I get anywhere close there? Like I don't need to be in that exact spot, just somewhere around there.
So it can move. It can move 5 feet because Deerface is in the way.
In that case, what about this one? Like if it moves, because it has 15 feet reach.
Right. So currently you're out of its reach. It would take a 5-foot step, then pick you up, and then it would essentially have to try and like either wrap its neck around that pillar to put you where you want to go, or go around the other way.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it'll just go around the other way.
All right, so let's do this. 5-foot step, picks you up, puts you. Would you say here?
Fair enough.
Okay.
Now that I'm on my feet, I point my scimitar at her, and then I say, "You may think you're hot shit, but newsflash, I've slaughtered many powerful creatures before, including dragons, tons of orcs, and ogres, and giants, and you're no different. Fight me if you dare." And then I prepare, like, hold a spell, because I have a trap in mind.
Oh, and
Okay.
Cat's like, yeah. Cat shouts, yeah, kick his ass.
You motherfucker!
All right, so you're holding a spell. So then it's just the other.
Cat is yelling at Dino to kick the dude's ass, not.
These two summons still get to act.
They are going to attack the main guy. Fuck him and everything he stands for.
All right.
1. Hey, we take that.
That second one hits. That is 27 points of damage.
Supreme Cleave. Kill whatever your name is. Whack.
That actually chops down
Yes!
the giant. You're attacking her with the cleave hit. Okay. She's not currently being flanked, so that's a miss.
Fair enough.
Interestingly enough, as the larger giant dies, you watch as the 3 giants in the back suddenly look down at their hands and look back up at all of you as if something that had a hold over them was just broken.
Hey, welcome to the show.
Like, I know it's like, I can't hold a spell and actually try to intimidate them, but can I say something on the lines of, if you have no desire to fight, you're free to go.
I mean, talking is a free action, so you can certainly yell that at them.
I'm gonna shout with my high intimidation. If you wish to leave, you can either stay here and die or leave. I don't care which one you do.
Okay. I also just need to know what spell you're holding.
A wall of thorns.
Wall of
The whole
thorns, okay.
game plan is that she walks over to me, and right before she's within range, like maybe 10 feet away from me, I'm gonna put up wall of thorns and make it as thick as I can.
All right. Cool.
And that's my turn.
Okay. It's now Cade's turn.
Alright.
So Cade looks at the giants and just kind of nods and points at Dino and goes, "Yeah, pretty much what he said. You either run or die." And then Cade's going to put a curse on the lady, if I can. Walk up to her, like sneak up behind her. Do I have enough movement? I don't think I do.
Probably not. She's 55 feet away from you. 50.
Alright, well then I'm gonna take my 30 feet and move towards her.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna put my stare on her instead, and then I'm going to hit her with a regular size on her arm. God damn it, that's touch. I clicked on the wrong spell when I was reading it. Holy shit. Synaptic overload. Ah, can I have Aurelius? Okay, if I'm moving my point, okay, this Aurelius's movement is 20 and mine is 30. Where the fuck am I? So if I go here, does Aurelius have enough movement to come to me, have me touch him, and then go to her?
Let's see.
10.
Let's find out. He has 40 feet of movement, so yes.
So then I'm gonna do that. Literally doing that with Synapse Overload.
Staring.
Yes, absolutely.
So the stare moves.
And me moving the stare off the giant was me trying to prove to them, like, that you have this chance. You can leave, or you can stay and fight and help. And die. And hope that's it.
Okay. Let's see here. So the painful stare is subject to her reduction, but it's still going to be a big damage number at the end of it. It's going to be 78 points of damage total.
Nice.
35 on the fort save, so she's not staggered. But yeah, that's a big chunk of damage.
I'll take it. It's my turn.
All right, so it is now these two. They are going to make for the door and try to leave. Using all of their action economy. So
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
yeah. So this one.
Just for reference, if they go past me, I am not going to opportunity attack them. They really are free to go.
That's fine. So this one makes it all the way to the door. This one.
Oh boy, I'm proud of us.
This one is faster and gets all the way out of the room. Oh, whoops.
But I swear to God, if I see them somewhere else and they fight us again, I'm not sparing anyone else.
Oh no.
Understandable. It's now Ursulin's turn.
Okie dokie. Artichoke me. This giant still isn't dead yet.
The one in the middle, he's dead.
No, I meant the blue one. Isn't the blue guy a giant?
Yes. So basically what happened was when this one died, it seems as though that the other giants in the room were released from some kind of control. And they've decided, these two at least on their turns, have decided to flee.
It hasn't gotten to that one's turn, so we don't know what they've decided yet.
So yeah,
but
it hasn't gotten to this guy's turn yet. But if those two are any indication,
I suggest you go.
Where's the lady that was on the throne?
she is now right here. Which you can't see her because there's pillars in the way, but
Is she still aggressive towards us?
Yes, very much so. Nothing's changed with her.
So is killing her off the table?
No, you can kill her.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna
Yeah, it's not
walk
off the
over
table,
to her.
but
Oh, I can't even get around this pillar.
oh, hold on. Yeah, let me nudge you to make sure you're not in the pillar.
Where is she? I guess I'll go right there. And I will try out a new spell.
Okay.
Oh my lord. Hold on. I had to close Chrome real quick because I lost my ability to switch tabs. And I lost my character sheet. Oh my god.
You are not having a good time.
Oh, because I don't have my computer. And it's a fucking turn order. I don't need the turn order. I don't need the campaign traits. Oh my lord, please stop pulling things up. They really need to rework their fucking, mobile. They really do, because it is horrible.
Yeah, it's really, really bad on phones. I'm not too familiar with how it is on tablets, but it's supposed to be better on tablets, at least.
Okay. Spells. Alright, this says I attempted hand. I must succeed on a melee touch attack to the target. Does that mean I make a melee touch attack?
Yeah, it should already be built into the spell.
Alright, well, let's try it out. Did it go?
Slay living, yeah. 15 misses her touch.
Oh. And now I can't get out of this fucking tab. Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, that's basically all I could do. I expended a spell slot to find out that, you know, I can't use it, so that's it.
Okay.
So what you're saying is that the Roll20 gods are not with you today?
Well, wait, don't I get 15? Is that the roll? Was it 15?
Yeah, that's the attack roll is the first number there.
Alright.
So, on...
Her attack AC is higher than a 15?
Yes.
I think you have the highest AC of all of us, somehow.
No. We're talking about her touch AC, the bad lady.
Oh, sorry.
No, it's all good. So, on her turn, she's going to look at you with sort of a puzzled gaze, and she just says, "Move," and she, like, shoves you aside and starts...
Oh, me?
Yes. And she just
That's rude.
makes her way towards Dino. You can
Spring my trap.
you can pistol whip her if you want, because she did go through your threat range. Alright, yeah, so Dino, your spell goes off.
Bye. I'm casting this when she's like 10 feet away from me, and I'm going to trap her with it. As it is a wall. And if, like, I'm pretty sure Ursula did trap by the wall, but I'm just gonna tell her that if you don't move, then you won't take damage. So just sit tight and just shoot the shit out of her.
You can build the wall in any shape you want. It doesn't. You can build it like really high, and you know it doesn't need to be super wide. Is what I'm saying. Like.
Very nice. I'm gonna make it extra thick, so it's gonna be even harder for her to get out.
Okay.
So maybe a little bit bigger, like what was it? Maybe something closer along the lines of this.
Okay. Yeah, I can kind of just put multiple of these on the screen to indicate that.
Very nice. And now Dio's gonna wait for her reaction with a shit-eating grin.
All right. Let's see. Her AC minus. All right. So, she is. She is going to, let's see, she needs to make a strength roll to continue moving through the wall.
Luck with that.
She does not roll high enough to move any further. However, she doesn't take any damage for doing this because her AC is high enough. So instead, she is going to draw a longbow and try to shoot through the wall of thorns to get to you. This is going to be pretty difficult. You basically have concealment. But yet still the shot does find its way with a 42. It deals 15 points of piercing damage.
Ow, my pride. I'm so hurt.
It's going to end her turn. And it's now Lily's turn.
I'm good. Is my spiritual weapon still up?
Yeah, it's still up. It's gonna have to move, but
Oh, I can barely see it with all the...
yeah, I know. There's a lot of stuff on the screen.
Yeah.
So
I'm
either
going-
either you can move or you can move the weapon. It's one or the other.
I want to move the weapon towards the nearest enemy.
All right, so you can move it your speed, so it's 20 feet. It's just out of reach.
Damn. No, I already used up all my... Okay. I'm going to cast... Mass pulls strength.
Okay.
I wonder if that's gonna...
I think I already have that checked off for everybody, but that's fine. Just refreshing it, I guess. So
Yeah. No harm in refreshing stuff.
yeah, no harm in that. All right. It is now Cat's turn.
So, giants moved there. They're running away.
They're running away. Yeah.
Sorry. Because of this stupid lady, I can't actually see where. Okay. So there's at least one other guy here, right?
Yeah. There's one guy back here. He hasn't acted since the big one died, and then yeah, there's her trapped within Dino's wall of thorns.
Oh, okay. Sorry. This stupid dynamic, right? I can't see around the columns. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. Let's pull out the big guns, magic missile. Just all on her. Just.
All right. So 21 points of force damage.
And yeah, I'm gonna stick with that, and we're good.
All right. This other giant. Full run out of there. Oops. It is Dream's turn.
Okay. Lady still alive?
Yeah, so she's currently trapped within Dino's Wall of Thorns, which is all these green boxes here.
Alright, would that affect Dragon?
Let me look at his, I think it does, actually, because, yeah, his AC is lower than what it needs to be to not take damage. So, or actually, Dino, is there, like, a top on the Wall of Thorns? Like, is there a ceiling to fully box her in, or is it open at the top?
It's open at the top, and the wall itself is about 10 to 15 feet tall.
Okay, so the dragon can then fly overhead and attack.
I'll do that.
Okay, so, yeah, he
10 feet tall is the wall.
He gets a
Make more precise.
He gets a bite once he gets there, just because of the amount of movement. Okay, 47. So she has a feature on her armor that allows for a mischance against stuff like this. So let's see. Yeah, she doesn't benefit from it this turn, so that's a hit. It is subject to resistance, but still 23 points of damage. So not bad.
And in that case, alright, I'm gonna fly above the wall as well, and I'm gonna shoot an upward strike at it.
Okay. She... Technically, she is being flanked, I believe. So, that... With that boost, that does hit. Fortitude saving throw. Ooh, 23. So, half damage. Yeah, 26 points. That's not subject to resistance because of the damage types. And then, yeah, deer face, whatever he's doing.
Yeah, I guess he can fly too.
Well, yeah, he's already airborne and he's also within reach, so he can bite in two claws. Ooh, that's nice. Both claws miss. The critical with flanking is confirmed. You just have to not get fucked by her armor mischance, and you didn't. So that's 34 points of damage. Yeah, this is looking real good for you guys right now. All right.
You know, now that you said that, I'm worried.
Dino's turn.
Like, I wasn't, and then you said it's looking good for you right now.
Hopper is going to full sprint, or charge, I should say, so he moves about there. We're getting a big jump off. It's not a big jump.
Nah.
You could turn on the light.
She would have concealment anyway.
still sad because that's not my high overall.
Well, yeah.
Oh, that's what I want. Alright, Tim. It's time to save her.
Maybe I'll eat my ice cream.
Time to save her? Okay.
This is the one way I know how.
Okay.
The colossal-sized dinosaur.
Okay.
I summoned Diplodocus.
Alright. I don't have a token for that, so
We can just use this one, like this token, just make it bigger. It's colossal size.
Alright, so colossal would be that.
Yes. And with my boy's superior strength, he is going to take the gun away. Take the sword away.
Alright, so this is gonna be a disarm check.
Yes. Yeah. Fuck.
42 is not good enough.
42 isn't good enough?
No, not on a combat maneuver, no.
Alright, well. What if I just shoot her fucking weapon out of her hands?
That would... Do you have a deed that does that?
If I took another level, I think it would be targeting. Or disarm or something like that.
This one's probably not gonna roll high enough, but I'm trying anyway. Disarm! Ah!
Alright, so the Brachiosaurus does manage to disarm.
Destroy the weapon!
So is the Brachiosaurus grabbing it, or where's the weapon right now?
So let's see here. Let's see. As written, it simply falls to the floor. The Brachiosaurus like knocks her arm and she drops it.
Can the Brachiosaurus use a swift action and just pick up the sword?
Roll sleight of hand for the Brachiosaurus.
What if the Brachiosaurus gets taken under the possession?
I can just dismiss it. I just need the weapon away from her. Okay, let me see. What would it say? What would it be? I'm pretty sure it's none of that. Yeah, it's probably just +2. Yeet.
Yeah, you're right. It is a +2.
Figure that it didn't have any skill ranks in sleight of hand, so I just used its normal dexterity.
Okay,
Actually,
so
it's smaller, so if anything, it has a slightly higher dexterity. So 22.
all right. The weapon knows what's going on. Viorian is going to get an opposed check here to try and stop it. 15. So the Brachiosaurus knocks the weapon further away or picks it up or whatever you choose.
Picks it up.
Picks it up himself.
Away from
All right.
her.
All right. For now, there doesn't seem to be any change in her disposition or attitude.
Power of nature compels you. Where's holy water when you need it?
Isn't like holy water for nature just like spring water?
do have a nature's pack, so there's probably some nature water in there somewhere. All right, I'm gonna save that for my next turn, though.
All right, it's Cade's turn.
It's my turn. Oh, so, do I technically have a sight still on her?
You kind of faded out there. Do I technically what?
Have line of sight still since she's in
line
that
of
bush?
sight. She would have concealment, but actually here, let me check your token. Yeah, you could see her. The wall kind of obscures your vision, so like I said, she'll have concealment if you try to make like a ranged attack or something like that, but spells are not affected by that, so you can freely do that.
How injured does she look?
She's pretty hurt.
Okay. So I'm going to. Aurelius is in there with her?
No. He is currently next to Deerface right here.
Okay. I'm gonna come closer. And with my meta magic rod, I'm going to use my weapon, reach, to bonk her, not with the attack of a weapon, but to actually reach her with my meta magic and touch spell, and stare at her while she's being flanked, and try to make it so her arm that wields the staff shrivels up. Her arms, both of them.
Okay. Fort save 33.
Fucking Christ. Well then.
It was a nice idea. I liked it.
I'm going to taunt her and try to get her to attack me instead of Dina and go. He's not gonna give you the spear he has willingly, and he's not going to let you have the one that you just dropped so foolishly. And I have my turn.
Okay. Top of the round. Ursulin's turn.
I'm a shooter.
Okay.
I've given up on spells. They have not worked out in my favor yet.
Yeah, they're not working in mine either. It's okay.
Yeah,
I have been working quite nicely for once.
She has really good saves.
Oh no, it happens. That's I'm just. If you yourself enough.
Like, it is very rare, but mine are actually working for once.
Excuse me. That snuck out.
I'll shoot her as many times as I can.
That's 4 times.
I'd start on rapid shot for that, right?
Yep.
Alright, hold on. My character sheet is loading.
I believe in you.
I believe that my Wi-Fi. Shit. God damn it. Alright, gotta reload it.
Yeah, I never said I believed in your internet. I said I believed in you.
I mean... Turn order...
Like, we believe in you. Your internet can die in a fire, but you...
You are a lovely person, and I like you, and I believe.
I like you.
I like you. You are good people.
My lord.
I can't find my screen cleaning spray, and it's making me sad.
I can't find anything, and I've just accepted this as my life now.
Oh, I really
I can't open my character sheet. This is... Okay, there we go. God damn. Alright. Now that I've finally gotten to my character sheet, I gotta turn rapid shot on. Rapid shot is on. I don't have to do anything. No, ignore that. Ignore that. Did it roll?
It did roll. 3 of those are hits.
Sweet.
So let's see, minus. Alright, so after resistances, that is a total of 38 points of damage.
Fuck your resistances, but whatever.
No, fuck your resistances.
I don't have any.
And yeah, she's looking like she's about to
kidding.
go down now.
Oh, I thought Tim was correcting me. I'm like, I know she doesn't have resistances anyway.
I mean, she's immune to sleep. That's the thing.
Yeah, well, if I'm dating Kate, I need to be resistant to sleep.
True. Okay. So with that, she is undeterred. She is going to draw a different scimitar. This one does not look the same. Strength check to move within the wall of thorns fails. So instead, frustrated, she is going to pull out a longbow instead and fire one shot towards Dino, and even with concealment, that hits with a 43. That is 12 points of piercing damage.
Ow. Yeah, I've been through worse.
Alright, Lily.
Hello. Everyone's leaving me behind.
Not Cat, she's even further behind you.
Oh, yeah?
I'm chilling.
I'm gonna have my weapon move closer.
Alright, so your weapon gets a 5-foot step. Because it moved, it only gets 1 attack.
Oh. Okay.
Like, no one's bothering me where I am. I like it here.
Yeah.
I like it where I'm at too then.
Kind of nice when 3 of your enemies are dominated and you've destroyed the thing dominating them, so they run
Yeah.
away. 40 hits, 9 points of force damage, and 2 points of bleed.
Nice.
For the moment, Viorian still stands.
I'm going to cast a quick heal spell on myself. So why not?
Okay.
I'm gonna go for this one.
So cure moderate for 28. And it is now Cat's turn.
Is she still alive?
Barely.
Barely.
She's kind of like clutching her side as the blow from the spiritual weapon is starting to make her bleed out.
Oh, let me just double check something. I'm flying, right? So
Yeah, I would say you
can
still have a. I'd say you still have a little bit of time left on fly.
Okay, so
It's running out soon though.
I'm just gonna go over here. I'm
Okay.
only asking my fly speed is longer than my walk speed.
Yeah, it's 60.
And for shits and gigs, I'm gonna use Jolt.
You would pull out a goddamn cantrip at this point against this foe.
Kinda bad.
Well, 31 hits. And she does go down. Unconscious and bleeding out. Not dead yet, but
Oh, do we want her to die?
you've knocked her out. You've separated her from the sword.
We can try to save her, Kate says before anyone tries to slaughter her immediately.
That's like, ew, why?
Oh, because she was possessed, and there's a chance that there is still a fraction of some type of innocent soul still in there that could be a good ally, and if not, we still kill them.
Keep in mind that I missed this whole part because plain.
Yes.
Oh, I know. I'm letting you know in character, just
Yeah.
just for that.
So in
TLDR.
character, Cat sarcastically or jokingly like, but why?
But why? And Kate's like, well, I mean,
Why not?
why not? We made a few bargains as we've gotten up here. That happened to be easier than we expected. Whether or not they're going to come bite us in the ass later, I'm not sure yet. But as of right now, it's worked in our favor. So if we can save her from whatever domination she's under, we might very well just weaken Karzoug inherently. Even if it isn't necessarily like her willing once she's undominated or cursed or enchanted or what may have you, she might not be willing to help. She might want to just piece the fuck out, and that's also fair. But we'll weaken Karzoug's forces, and Kate's just looking over at everyone else and being like, "I'm rambling again, aren't I?"
A little bit,
Yep.
little bit.
True, but it's better to have too many. It's better to talk too much than not enough, I say, in times like this.
Kate looks at everyone and goes, "So who has the best idea of how to free her from whatever is controlling?"
I have break enchantment.
I have two dispel. Oh, Cat, good idea.
I'm like, I know
If
how to
you-
break enchantments. Can I do? We could try that.
Before you do, Cat, let's figure out exactly what's up.
Okay, so
I
if
could do
Let's figure that
identify.
out.
I agreed.
if you all wish to figure out the true nature of what's happening, it's going to be a round of Arcana checks for anyone who has ranks in it.
What about
Not me, but I have
identify?
guidance to help you.
What were you saying, Ursuline?
Couldn't I just identify it?
That's what knowledge arcana is.
Yeah, this is
No, I literally have the spell identify.
no, identify is for magic items.
Oh.
Which you
It
could
was a good thought.
you could certainly
No,
do that
why
on her
don't
weapon if you want.
I'm just on a weapon. Everyone else can do other counter checks.
I think that's fair.
All right. So
16.
yeah, 16. If anybody else wants to attempt to
Fancy guys.
know
The Orcade, you get
how to fix
guidance.
her,
Let's
27
go.
better.
The top part of my ice cream is freezer burnt and it tastes gross.
Don't eat it. Is
Well, I gotta eat it to get to the good shit.
You don't have to
Or you
eat
throw
it.
it
You can
out.
scoop it out and put it right in the garbage.
Kate's wondering if she's under some type of enchantment.
Okay. For the real quick for the identify check, Ursuline, you roll spellcraft and you get to add 10 to whatever the result is because of identify.
Okay.
And would you like guidance?
Why not?
Is
This is trying to
guidance
do
a
with
cantrip
plagues,
for you?
so-
It is, but she.
No, I'm asking because Dino uses it like it's candy. Like he just gives out guidance like it's candy.
It
so
is,
I
yeah,
gotta know,
it's,
is it a cantrip?
It is a cantrip, yeah. 35. Okay.
Let's go.
So first, as far as the how to help her, it's not as simple as a break enchantment. This is more than some kind of domination type spell or anything of the sort. Oh, by the way, during this time the brachiosauruses are done, so they disappear.
Done well, boys.
And I'll adjust the timer for this one when we're done with this. So
That's fair.
Viorian was completely and wholly possessed by the sword. And to kind of segue into what I mean by that, I will go through what the sword does because Ursuline's 35 on the spellcraft is good enough. So this sword scimitar, I mean it's a scimitar, but it has a name and a title. This is Chelin, the Sword of Greed. Here's the information is as follows. Of the mythical 7 blades of conviction wielded by champions of the Runelords, known to the ancient Thessalonians as the Alara High, Sword of Greed was the most extravagant of them all. As you take a look at the appearance, it is made of magically hardened gold. In fact, oh good, there is actually a handout for it, which I will show you once I'm done reading everything because it has a lot of information on it. This magically hardened gold was tempered to have the strength of adamantine, and yet it retains its gold luster. It functions as an adamantine weapon for the purposes of overcoming DR, bypassing hardness on objects. Functionally, it is a +5 keen scimitar.
It was bananas, not freezer burnt ice cream.
And the density of the weapon allows it to damage foes as if it were one size category larger than its actual size.
That's a dick.
This weapon can only be wielded by characters with a strength score of at least 18. All other characters either must wield it as a two-handed weapon instead, without getting the bonus for two-handed weapon wielding, or take a -2 on all attack rolls made with the weapon. Whenever challenge strikes a foe, the target must succeed at a DC 20 fort save or be slowed. If the sword scores a critical hit, the target must succeed a DC 25 fort save or be turned into a crystalline statue as if by flesh to stone.
Good thing I.
Characters turned to crystal by Chelin appear to be made of ruby, diamond, or some other valuable gem, but are in fact merely colored quartz of little value to looters. Chelin is an intelligent weapon, and it is fanatical to the extreme. It seeks to force its wielder into serving Karzoug and furthering the Runelords' goals. To enforce this purpose, it uses its intelligence and special abilities to aid and manipulate those who think to wield it. So now I'm going to show you you should be seeing some kind of stat block for it.
Yep.
So you can see that it communicates with its wielder telepathically. It can create food and water, cure serious wounds, or endure elements combined 3 times per day. You see its mental ability scores, and it has its own 30-foot sight and hearing senses as well.
An intelligent sword. Or scimitar, I mean.
Except that Karzoug can literally just go poof, it's gone. So I do not suggest any of
I'm calling the destruction line out of game knowledge for now.
Fair.
Sorry, what about destruction? I think I
So
missed that.
there is a line in there on how to destroy it. I'm leaving that out of the in-game knowledge that I'm telling you.
I heard nothing.
Yeah, that's fine.
But yes, for the purposes of out of game, Karzoug can just take one look at it and just speak a command word and it's destroyed.
So Kade's already wary of wielding it because it's a fucking Karzoug weapon, so I'm down to holster it away or destroy it or make it so it's not a threat to us effectively and then continue forward.
Well, 2 things. 1, that's a very nice sword.
No, Dino.
What? I have Dispel Magic, alright? I can make it to where it doesn't do that shit anymore.
I know, but it's probably safer not to take the risk.
I don't
What
know.
risk
It's
is
from
there?
him. It's literally from him. Don't you think this might be a booby trap? Anyone
A
else?
little bit.
We
Yeah,
literally know.
I'm with Kate on this one.
We literally know everything about it now. There is no flaw except the fact it tries to take over whoever wields it. So if I use the spell magic and make it to where it can't do that anymore, then it's a damn good sword.
Or we could just destroy the thing.
I vote for destroying it.
Cade looks at Dino and goes, if you can prove that it can't be used against us in any form, then I'm open to you keeping it. But as of right now, anything that associates with that fucking being, Karzoug, I want out of this goddamn world. I don't know about you. I do not want to give him any possible channels to come back. But also, it is a pretty goddamn shiny blade that does some pretty goddamn cool things.
Fair enough, Kate. But let me say this. I just want to say this. It's not even about me keeping the sword. I just want to say this. Let's not destroy it until she's cured. Fair enough.
It
We
just
don't know if getting rid of the sword will actually help her.
Yeah, no, you're that's fair. It could
That I
actually
can
cause
agree
her
with.
to die. So fair. Isolate it and keep it away from her, and Cage is kind of like.
Alright, so
think-
what if keeping it away from her and no other means doesn't cure her? Then what?
Then we leave her bound
a
up
means to
here
deal
and
with
go
that.
deal with Karzoug, and then come back and try again. And if not, then oh well. We tried.
Yeah, let me circle back to the whole curing her part because I meant to do that after I was done describing the item. So simply taking the weapon from her for right now doesn't do anything. She is, although obviously she's unconscious, you can't tell this right now. For the time being, she's still a single-minded champion of Karzoug, wishing to do his bidding. After a certain time threshold, you may be able to use some kind of healing or divine magic to restore her to her former self.
Okay.
I can break enchantments. Cade keeps saying to everyone, and everyone just kind of rolls their eyes.
Yeah,
Cat's
it's
like, I can break faces. What's your point? Because I can also
can
break
remove curses.
enchantments.
You can break anything with enough dinosaurs.
And Cat just looks at Cage like, I can also break enchantments. I don't think that's the issue here.
I want to be useful. I'm not used to not being able to fix mental issues here. Oh, that came out wrong, Cade says.
We love you.
And then I just facepalm slightly and go, okay.
Cat's like, it's
Anyone have
okay. And
no-
just like gently hugs her shoulders, like gives her a little shoulder rub, like, we love you.
Cade just kind of like leans into it a little bit and goes, thank you. And then looks and goes, so we're not letting her escape. So anyone got some rope, I guess? We're going to just tie her up and leave her in the thorn bush? And
Can we also gag her?
yes.
Why?
I
So
wanna.
she can call
Okay.
for
At least you're being honest about it.
I also would like to be clear that right now, because of the strike from Lily's spiritual weapon, she is still bleeding out on the floor.
Well, that's why. Okay, so
I forgot about that, and now
Uh,
that's what I wanted to do.
If any of you wish to stop the bleeding, you can make a heal check or you can cast any healing spell.
Cat's like, oh
Right,
shit.
I forgot about Lily.
So Cat sees she's still breathing. She's like, oh, we should probably do something about that.
That's not good enough.
I didn't think it would be.
I
So
mean, I
Cat
can
just
do
kind
it.
of pokes at it and is like, we should probably do something about this. I'm not good at this crap. So
can
somebody
do
who's
it.
not me, please.
I'm using prestidigitation to clean out the wound because I can change and alter matter for one small foot of space. So I'm going to use that, and then I'm going to heal
Alright,
check
know
and
that.
try to stabilize.
Okay, also real quick question. Dino, are you dismissing your wall?
She's unconscious.
Yeah, she's been unconscious. Like,
Yes, for sure.
okay.
Because I checked. Wall Thorns is dismissible.
It is dismissible, yes.
And I ain't going to do that shit again.
It has been dismissed. So,
Frozen bananas are a pain.
Frozen bananas are life.
alright,
No.
I've
so
honestly never had. Well, actually, last time I had frozen bananas, it was dipped in chocolate.
I got a 33.
okay, so yeah, Lily walks up and does the heal check. So no spell slot expenditure necessary. That will also stop the bleeding without waking her up from.
I'm assuming
I
she
just
also
feel
stops
like-
Cat from poking.
I mean, do you still want to use the cure light wounds anyway? I'm just.
Are you gonna wake her up?
I mean, well, it would, yeah. You don't have to
Then
use
no, I don't
Okay.
want to do that.
it, so you don't do
Can
that.
can I just go ahead and do a shooing motion as I walk up to everyone, saying, "Shoot, I got this."
Jeez.
And goes, "Oh, okay," and
Rude.
stops poking the wounds and steps away.
Stop poking her.
You never said I couldn't poke, and Cat just poke.
Well, no more poking from now on.
Boo.
All right,
Can I
so
come over here to Dino?
yeah, you have the unconscious Viorian now on the floor again, separated from the weapon. Lily, you walk over to Dino. What do you want to do?
Heal him up a little bit.
Okay.
Was appreciated.
I have enough critical level.
All right, so that's
Spell
30
slot.
there.
Trying to like get at the ice cream, which is like underneath the fucking frozen bananas.
I wish you well in your archaeological dig through your freezer burned ice cream.
Well, no, it's just freezer burned bananas.
Oh, gross.
Yeah,
That's
that's somehow
what-
worse.
Yeah.
Bananas.
Oh, banana.
My goal in life is to have somebody who looks at me like a minion looks like a banana.
All right.
Oh my god.
So
How do I get at ice cream?
with Lily curing Dino of most of his injuries, he's only
What? Dino, why don't you do anyone else?
What?
You heard me. Why do you always cure Dino first? Like, other people have gotten injured.
Who else gotten injured?
I did.
Oh,
Did you
I'm
say
sorry.
anything?
I'm sorry. I'm blind.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
Dino didn't say anything about being injured either, and he got cured.
I just
We
noticed
just
I had.
assumed
it's
Dino's
been
injured all the
like that
time.
for a while though, to be fair. Like that
Like we
I'm
just
just
assume Dino's
fine, alright?
injured like all the time.
I am usually injured because I let people hit me so they don't hit you.
I just noticed he had a piece of his health missing, and I went to go heal it. I did not see your health bar because there's blackness covering your icon.
Oh yeah, you are up against a pillar. She can't really see you. That's,
Oh, my bad.
that is
So like
that is
in
true.
game, she's like, I couldn't see you.
Okay, yeah, that'll
There you go.
That'll
you
be,
happy now?
Yeah.
that'll be more than enough.
Headset died. Sorry for disappearing and whatever.
Alright, so
Frozen banana bullshit.
that's not what I wanted. Okay.
I don't want to go to work tomorrow.
So yeah, that'll give Ursula some temporary hit points for a short time. On the overheal. Okay. So what's the plan?
Plan is for me to go to bed.
I'm gonna look at the sword and I'm gonna talk to it. Like, all right, you, what's your deal?
Do you pick it up?
No.
He's just looking at it menacingly. Alright, I'm gonna hop off.
Okay.
Hey, night.
I have to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning, so
All right. Yep.
I'm fine.
Good night.
Good night, all.
Bye.
Well, no, that's your sign off. You can't say that to me.
That is my sign if I do whatever the fuck I want, and I'm telling you, bye.
Alright, well, okay. Good night. Bye.
Good night.
Good night. Okay. So let's see here. So the sword does not communicate with you.
And I intimidate it into communicating.
You could try.
with enhanced diplomacy. I say, all right, you can either start talking, I'm gonna break you in half. Yeah. Me too.
All right, so you hear nothing for a bit, and then you hear a voice inside your head as the blade does come up with a response to your threat. And it simply says, "As if you could, you insufferable worm."
Is that just in
Here's a fun
Dino's
fact.
head?
Gold is very malleable, so yeah, I could snap you in half.
It's made like adamantine. Cade says,
And I
waving
can
around
snap
their hammer.
adamantine in half.
Go ahead.
Cade backs up slightly with the hammer.
Try.
I'm not falling for his games. I'm just gonna try to dispel it to where it stays the same stat-wise, but all this bullshit doesn't happen. Like,
right.
it can't control me if I try to wield it.
All right. Roll the
Yeah.
spell. Okay, nothing happens.
What?
No effect.
Ursuline, why is the spell magic not working?
She's like, I don't know.
Cade looks.
You were the one who
Yeah,
insisted that
see,
it
I
would.
told you anything that deals with
I
Karzoug.
did thought it worked. Dispel magic dispels magic. So I thought that whatever the hell is going on with this damn sword would work. Now it's not.
Cade waves their hands up and down in the air and going, "It's a fucking blade of Karzoug. You really think it's gonna fucking work the way we want it to?"
Yes! That's how dispel magic works!
No, not with religious artifacts. Not necessarily. There's weird shit going on. Plain old shit. I wonder, can we banish it?
We should give it to Vorvashali.
Oh man, that's an
Right,
idea.
that was the last one.
That's an idea, man. Vorvashali just gets like fucking immediately possessed by the sword and like.
Cat's kind of actually thinking about it, and like, that might actually not work. That might actually not be so bad.
Vorvashali spends the rest of his life trying to become the new Runelord of Greed.
Except,
honestly, I would prefer that.
Cat's thinking about, like,
He uses
honestly,
all
he's
the
probably
magic
one of the
items
few
we gave
people
him
who could
against
actually
us.
handle that power. Come to think of it. Like, I don't think we should do that, but like.
By the way, I think it's hilarious that that's the statement that like you guys can't handle that power, but you know, homeboy Shopkeep back in Sandpoint, he could totally do it.
We don't think that he can Here's the thing, he's already greedy.
Maybe.
So it would just
He's
kind of
already
be
greedy.
background noise to him. Because all it would do is, like, you have this mission, like, yes, I do. Are you going to help me manage my business more efficiently? Let's do this. So it's not so much that he can handle it better, it's that he can work with it more efficiently. Does that make sense?
I respect that. Yeah, I respect that, definitely.
If I didn't have the knowledge that I had about how these things work, yes, that would make sense.
I don't have that. Kat does not have that knowledge.
No.
So I'm just like.
No, she doesn't.
No,
so she's like, yeah,
I will
checks
say
out.
you could do a lot worse than that as far as ideas.
Kat, but no, please note, Kat also said, I don't think that is a good idea. But it probably won't turn out as bad as we think it will.
He is like electric. I wouldn't be too far fetched, but he looks over at Dino and kind of just looks down at the blade and looks at Dino and kind of like pokes it with their hammer and just goes, "So, how are we? do with this? Do we want to just shove it straight down into the stones here and make it a sword in the stone until we come back? I don't think we should bring it with us if we can't dispel it. And to be honest, I'm surprised Dispel didn't do anything at all. Kate just says, looking at Dino and
Because it's probably not a spell. It's magic, but it may not be a spell, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but it can
be
temporarily
going on.
Never mind. It would, at best, it would temporarily suppress a magical ability of a magic item. Even then, it didn't do anything, so not even Dispel Magic works in that regard. So
But I'm probably going to regret asking this. Is it possible that it's not a magic item? It's a person? Kind of? Or like it's a possessed item? So it's not magic, it's inhabited by a spirit.
Oh, I see where you're going with that. Okay.
Guys, I have a temporary idea.
Okay.
I need you to hear me out, alright?
I never like when your ideas start with "hear me out," but okay.
What if I hold it to see what it would try to do, so we know exactly how it works? Hear me out. Because, and I point to my Diplodocus over there. Because he is more than capable of just knocking this out of my hand. So I will order it to, if I start acting strange,
I have a better idea. If you're really content on going this route, you're not going to be the one to hold it. Because none of us can take you out.
Plus, I cast a heal spell on you with contingency.
Let's be honest. I am squishy. I'll take it. If this is really what you want to fucking do, I'll do it. Because I'm squishy. So if something happens with me, I know you guys can take me down.
Well, two things. One, I'm not sure how good your resistance against things against your mind is, as well as
it's very high, but that's not the point. The point is, even if I can't resist it, I know you guys can snap me out of it. You will not be able. It's harder to do that with you. You can bind me easily. You can't bind you easily.
May I remind you that he has a contingency.
Oh wait. I could just dispel a dinosaur. That's a good point. I don't want to risk your lives though. But the sword is pretty dope.
Why are you so dead set on a sword?
It's plus 5. Mine's plus 2. It does more
shit. Sounds like you should have done more shopping.
I've got all the good shit. What are you on about?
Oh, I meant in regards to weapons. That's what I meant, not items.
yeah, but Trumper's even stronger now, so it's worth it. Wrist cat, sword. Wrist cat, sword. Wrist cat, get sword. Fuck off. You're risking cat's life. A goddamn stupid sword.
You're not, or you are?
Not. Well, I'm willing to take a risk myself. I'm not willing to risk my friend. So.
Well, that's the thing, is that if you were to try it on yourself, you'd be risking us if we can't get you out of it.
Yeah, but there's what? 1, 2, 3, 4.
And you are a druid that can change into whatever the fuck you want. And don't tell me that you wouldn't.
He's ignoring you.
Wouldn't be in your right mind, and so you would not change out of the terrifying form you would take up.
May I remind you that you have a contingency heal spell on you?
Me?
If you hit 20 HP,
I know, but
you will be fully healed.
All I'm saying is that the reason why I was willing to do it because my Diplodocus over there is more than capable of knocking it out of my hand. So if I do something weird,
but you would control it. Do you see the problem here?
I mean, you can't control the dinosaur.
Yeah, but I would just tell it if I tell it do something that I wouldn't do, meaning attack my friends, then he has the power to refuse me.
What? Does he?
I mean,
I am not
comfortable.
you.
Technically, yes. You can issue a command before picking up the blade, and it can still be carried out.
Oh, that is.
So just generally a bad idea.
All right.
I mean, hey, if you're picking up the blade, I'm here for it. I'm here to run that. So, or whatever you guys want to do.
I really want to pick up the blade, but here's the problem. Dino really wants the blade, but on the other hand, Dino is also like, I've tried to play my blade for this entire time that he's very careful, doesn't like taking unnecessary risk, but he likes a sword, doesn't want to take a risk, so that's fighting right now. Sword, but I don't like risk. Sword, I don't like risk, but sword.
Sword, man. +5, sword.
+5 sword. All right. Here's what I'm thinking. Is that till that she's cured, we shouldn't destroy the sword. I don't like the idea of anyone else coming in here, giant, adventurer, or otherwise, picking up the sword, and then they use it against us. So how about we take it with us, but not in a way where any of us have to touch it?
How are we supposed to do that?
Diplodocus.
Cat's like, wait, I have.
Diplodocus.
But Diplodocus can like wrap it up and like put it safely away, because if it starts acting funny, I can just dispel it.
What a plan. By the way, clock's ticking on that summon, by the way.
Yeah, fair. I'm probably not gonna get it in time for another combat anyway with it. So I'm alright with it disappearing.
Yeah, not at this rate.
Wait a minute. Dream. Question.
Answer.
And any of your undead be mind controlled by anyone but you?
I don't think so.
I mean, Cade technically could. Cade has that feature that allows them to beat mind affecting immunity on undead.
Right, but if none
That's
of
50-50
if none
anyway.
of your undead can be just straight up immune to mind effects, what if one of your undead carry it?
What, the sword? Yeah, it's not a bad idea. We'll have old Deerface carry it.
It doesn't have to wield it or anything, but we can just like tie it to Deerface if you're alright with it.
Well, I don't know. Do we know that won't work?
I mean, you don't know whether it will work or not. No.
Is there anything I can?
Actually, let's play it even safer. How about we take my summon and we just yeet it into a bag of holding, wrapped up in rope. How's that sound?
I think that's honestly our best bet.
Okay. Whose bag of holding?
Cade, you got any room in your bag of holding?
Is whether you like it or not, that does matter.
God damn it.
I probably have room. Do I?
Everybody has room. I mean, a scimitar doesn't weigh very much.
Pat is gonna offer to hold it.
I mean, this scimitar weighs a fair amount, but still, like, not anything that's gonna push your capacity. It's 25 pounds.
Pat will offer to hold it. In her bag of
Hold
holding.
it as in your... Alright, in your bag of holding.
Sorry, I meant in the bag of holding.
Actually, hold up. I have an idea. Are we going anywhere after we decide what to do with the sword? Or are we just gonna rest?
We're probably gonna rest because I'm running out of spells, man. I'm tired. I need sleep.
All right, if we're going to simply rest, how about we just chuck it in a corner and someone keep an eye on it?
I would rather have it out of sight.
I don't know about you, but if something's dangerous, I want to know where it is at all times.
Hence why having it in a bag and not chucked in a corner.
All right, how about in a bag, chuck it in a corner?
What?
It's put in a bag and it gets put in one of the corners.
Kai's gonna yawn and be like, I am too tired to argue this. Fine, whatever.
I'm not arguing. I'm just trying to decide what's the best case of action here.
That's like, someone figure it out. If someone wants to put it in a bag of holding, I can put it in my bag of holding. I just want to go to sleep at this point.
All right, good night, cat. So I'm gonna have my Diplodocus put it in a normal bag and it's gonna put it into a corner.
Okay.
All right.
While observing the entire time to see if my Diplodocus changes at all while picking it up.
Make a will saving throw for it.
Let me see. What is my boy's will save? Probably not that. Let's see here. No, wait. It is plus 11. See.
As your summon grabs the scimitar, its eyes flare up in gold. And none of you can hear the attempts that the sword is making to communicate with the dinosaur. But for flavor purposes, it's a lot of frustration that an animal is what picked it up.
Nice. Good thinking, Dino.
Of course, I have the best ideas.
Yeah.
You insist.
All right, Diplodocus, if you're still all pals, do me a favor and put it in a normal ass bag and put it in the corner.
Okay. So
Or if it looks like it's going to attack something, I dismiss it immediately.
the blade is exerting control over the summon as it failed the will save. After a few moments, the dinosaur simply drops the scimitar to the floor.
Since I can communicate with my dinosaur because I have totem transformation still on, I'm gonna ask it what happened.
It replies that the blade demanded a more suitable possessor.
All right, so we can't even move it with something like that, and I'm not willing to risk one of Dream's undead. And I really think about it. Do you mind trying again?
Certainly.
Thank you. You're one of the goats.
It goes to pick the blade up. Make another will saving throw.
Oh, god damn it.
Worse. Instantly, it drops the scimitar to the floor once more.
Alright, this time I'm gonna threaten the blade. Like, all right, you. I'm trying to put you in a bag and put you in the goddamn corner. Now, you cooperate and you're gonna fucking like it.
No.
Okay, intimidate the blade so it cooperates more.
Yeah, I mean, you could try, but it would seem that as long as you're not physically touching it yourself, it cannot communicate back to you.
Well, all it needs to know is get the message with enhanced diplomacy.
All right. So 46.
36.
You know, message sent. No indication that it was received or going to be followed.
It's worth a shot. Because I talked to it before without actually picking it up. I'm assuming it works again. So, one more time for the people. Eh?
No.
Damn it.
The voice is too powerful, you know?
One weakness. Alright, instead of having him try again, and having him try again and then it just disappears, I'm just going to say, alright, you've done enough. I appreciate you, Skip. And I say dismiss it.
Okay. Yeah, he was on his final round anyway.
I'm just staring at the sword angrily, how it's not fucking cooperating. Because I have intimidation of, in Dino's mind, he has intimidation to make anyone do whatever the hell he wants, and he's so annoyed that this isn't working.
Cat is just watching this very amused.
Gonna need more than that to exert your will over this thing.
Ah.
Too bad.
Knew that I would need more than just intimidation to make Magica Options do what I want.
Yeah.
I
Imagine that.
Alright, let's see. God damn, I should have a dinosaur try to poke with a stick to see if that works.
God damn. Where are you finding a stick in
poke
here
with a
anyway?
Quarterstaff.
Fair point.
Actually, yeah, I'm gonna use a level 1 spell to summon a level 1 boy.
All right. What do you want, like a Troodon or a...
Yeah, I'm not sure how big the Trollodon is since I'm losing a level 1 spell, but I'm not using it to fight anyway, so I'm assuming that it doesn't really matter right now.
I think it's medium, so...
Alright, gives level 1 slot. I'm gonna ask the Trollodon to, alright, listen, here's our situation. That goddamn sword, he's going to bag, and he's going that goddamn cone over there. Can you use this quarterstaff here and put it into the bag, please?
The dinosaur looks at you a little bit confused, and then it just gives you like a little bit of a nod, like that it'll try. So what, you set everything up for it, just...
I have just a normal ass bag. I don't know where I got the bag, but I'm assuming out of everyone here, we have a normal ass bag. From something.
Oh,
Then
so we're using a regular pack now and not a bag of holding?
Yeah, he did
we're not
say
using a bag of
normal
holding.
bag when
Okay, got it.
Just a normal bag, and then the Trollodon is going to use its high intelligence to put it into the bag using stick.
No, I didn't. I'll take a look.
Using what? Sorry.
Stick.
Oh,
Stick very
good.
good.
Stick good. Ung invent stick. Stick good weapon. Okay, so let's do excuse me. Let's roll sleight of hand. See how smoothly it can perform this task.
Alright, let's see here. +2.
Hey y'all, I'm probably gonna have to get off soon.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him guidance.
All right.
Yeah. Hey.
20, not bad. Yeah, so it manages to nudge this scimitar into a bag.
Oh, what you're telling me is that if we use an object to pick it up, it doesn't work. It can't control whatever it's trying to do. Very nice. All right. Now, the next test is that the Trolldon's going to try to pick up the bag and then put it into a corner.
Okay. Yeah, it picks it up and it's able to carry it into a corner.
Dino points to the bag excitedly. Guys, we could just put it in the bag. It's fine. All right, thank you, Trolldon. You're the goat.
It responds excitedly to your praise.
All right, your work here is done. Good job.
All right. So
All right, everyone,
it is
let's take a nap.
dismissed.
And while we're resting, I'm keeping an eye on the goddamn sword.
Yeah, who's
bag.
keeping watch? Because
Like, I feel like me and Dream should rotate watch duty, because I'm pretty sure like me and him have very similar perception checks.
That's true.
the bag is over here, by the way.
Very nice. Also, someone watch what's her face as well.
All right, so then it'll be 2 on watch then. 1 watching the bag, and I imagine there is an open hallway here. And then
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So whenever you go over to sit near the bag, you kind of like look down range here and see that this is like an open corridor. But then yeah, it would probably be one of you to watch the bag and that entryway, and then the other to watch Viorian, I guess.
I'll watch the bag, and then Chomper can watch the person.
Okay. Cool. That's how you want to do it. All right. So perception rolls for you and Chomper for the watch. $16.
I earned
41. Okay. All right. So through the night, you both do your best to keep watch. With Chomper's roll not being very good, Dino, you catch Chomper starting to nod off a couple times. But either way, nothing happens to Viorian's lifeless body during the night, or what you assume to be night. With your perception score, you focus in really hard on what's going on around you. You hear some noises. They sound like they're coming from like through some of the walls in here. Nothing that would indicate that something is approaching you or anything like that. It's more just a sense of a lot of the space that's on the other side of where's my ruler? This wall here. Seems like plenty of the spaces beyond this wall are occupied by some sorts of creatures.
Alright.
Hard to say how many or what type, as a lot of the noises you hear are just unintelligible to you. But yeah, it remains that way through the night, and just that, just those noises and the thought of what it could be alone, keeps you awake and keeps you going and focused. But you awaken the next day on Sunday. For her part, Viorian has, with the rest, has stabilized enough to where she can awaken Um, trying to figure out how many hit points she recovers. And of course, the rest of you also recover hit points. Spells like Bear's Endurance and such are over, so you'll just go back down to what your regular max is. Chopper's already good. And all right. So, you wake up and naturally the first thought that likely comes to all of you is to check on Viorian. She is sitting and leaning up against this pillar here. And although you can tell that she's awake, she is just absolutely like slumped over as if she's just not mentally there.
I'm gonna ask Lily to check on her.
Hello, what? Hi.
Who
She's
we checking
awake,
on?
but she forget what her name is. I'm bad with names,
Okay,
but
cool.
she's awake, but she's not mentally there. So I'm asking Lily to just check on her to see.
How do I check that? How do I check someone's mental state? I can check physical state, but not mental, I don't think.
So this is
Harder.
gonna be. I mean, this is probably covered by a heal check, but let me just make sure. Yeah, this is gonna be yeah, I'll make it a heal check.
Alright. I'm just gonna heal
Okay.
check her then. That is a low roll.
You know that being separated from Chellin for this long has effectively just like shorted out her mind. Like her it's as if that she has sustained a heavy amount of like ability drain to her mental capacity.
I told you know this.
Yeah, like she's on the brink of being like non-functional at all.
Should I can I try giving her like restoring some of her intelligence?
You could
Greater
try
restoration?
you could try a greater restoration if you want.
Very cool.
It's going to cost you, of course, but
Yeah.
I think you have diamond dust still, or a diamond to pound into dust. I don't know who has it, but I'm pretty sure somebody has it, whether it's diamond dust or a diamond.
I think I might.
Yeah, we
I
have
might
diamond
have.
dust.
So first I'm gonna see if I have diamond dust.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Now we can.
now I
We can hear
can.
you now. So do I have diamond dust? I don't even know.
And apply in this to help. Way. I don't know what she's inflicted by. If it's anything extra.
So yeah, this is just a result of being separated from her weapon for X amount of hours. Um, basically, she's left like unable to function.
Impossible.
While Lily's trying to figure this out, I'm
Sure.
gonna ask Cade if Greater Restoration will even work on her in this scenario.
Yeah, I know it's not on your sheet. That's why I was looking
Did
at
not process what you said. I'm so sorry.
some others because I know that somebody, I know you guys bought a diamond or something like that, and I don't remember who has it.
I think Lily does.
She
Not on
doesn't.
her
We
sheet.
just
Oh, sorry. I had to step away for a second, so I wasn't sure.
yeah, it's not in her bag of holding or seemingly anywhere else.
Yeah, sorry, because I could have sworn Lily had it.
Let me see. There's no way she has it, right?
I have a diamond, but it's the 100 gold diamond that I asked for. It wasn't for reviving people or Greater Restoration.
Right.
Not willing to use Chomper's insurance. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we know.
Ursula doesn't
So
have
that's for
it.
restoration.
Granted, you are in a room that is full of gems, like literally everywhere. So
I'm gonna search for diamonds.
yeah, so basically, you know there are diamonds in here. As I described, there are diamonds on the throne. At that point, it's just going to be an appraise check to determine if any of them are valuable enough to use.
And my
Did-
price is +1. Cat, I need your help
Now
here.
here's a question: if
What's
we had like, let's say you had needed a 5,000 gold worth diamond, but you
Yes.
didn't have a single diamond that much, but you say like you have 3 diamonds that are equivalent to that when you add them and like put them in a pile together. Would that also work?
No, it needs to be one singular diamond. But
I just
restoration
wanted
uses
to be
diamond
fun.
dust anyway, so you could pound up multiple diamonds to make up the cost.
Yeah, okay, so that would work. That's why I wasn't
Yeah,
sure.
it wouldn't work.
Since it was dust
It
based.
wouldn't work for like a resurrection type of spell, but it would work for this because it's diamond dust instead of just one diamond.
All right, well then at least we know that for future reference as well.
So yeah, I
Alright,
mean,
so
you guys could certainly take the time to try and harvest, that amount of diamonds to then pound into dust.
I'm gonna ask Cat to see how much of the diamonds worth on the chair, and then I'm gonna ask Cat to assess the situation. Not Cat, Cade to assess the situation and determine if Greater Restoration will even work in the first place.
All right, so appraise check for Cat.
Give Cat guidance.
Cade, this would be
Then once Cat's doing her thing, I'm gonna run over and give Cade guidance.
I would say this is either a heal check or knowledge knowledge religion. We are talking about divine magic here.
Yeah, but it's also.
Oh, that failed utterly for me.
It ain't bad. As well as maybe the +10 extra skill bonus feat thing will come in clutch.
All right, so Cat, with your appraise check, you determine that there are definitely enough diamonds here to make this work. You just have to go about prying them out of the throne and then bashing them up.
The good news, we definitely have enough. It's just gonna take some time to like bash them and take them out.
Oh, I mean, I think. So is it worth it to me then? Like, do I discern whether or not we can save her?
Oh, right.
Well, okay.
On, I would say with your check, you wouldn't know, but the concept of the idea seems like it's your best shot.
Oh, we slept, so I have my spells back.
Yes.
Ah.
Everybody has their spells back.
Before I make any other decisions, I'm gonna ask Lily on her opinion, as well as I'm gonna give my 2 cents into it with my own heal check.
So you want me to heal check again?
And we need to figure out if this shit is actually gonna work. Don't have much time.
Fine.
I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
I don't need no guidance.
You always need my guidance.
Okay, but the heal check, I don't need your guidance. I know what I'm talking about.
So, Lily, much like Cade, you think that this is worth trying for starters because there don't seem to be any better ideas. But you actually do believe that this can work.
Ooh, okay.
So I'm gonna use a scroll that I have of Lesser Restoration.
Okay.
Just to save us all a spell slot.
Okay.
Drop that 1 to 0.
Sure.
And I guess roll just 1d4.
Yeah, go ahead.
Take the 3.
All right, so you cast it from the scroll, and the magic is simply not strong enough.
Wow. It does absolutely nothing.
Yeah, her condition is unchanged.
Kay just looks.
Morning.
Oh, Kay shrugs and goes, I can always make another. And starts working on making another scroll of freedom of movement, or like preparing to do so, I guess.
Okay.
Like
So
writing it out.
If y'all don't mind, I'm gonna go ahead and do it.
All right, yeah. So
we gotta pry these diamonds out. So
yeah.
What
So
do we do?
we'll just say that over the course of a few hours, you guys spend using whatever tools at your disposal to try and pry these diamonds out of the throne. I'm not gonna make you do anything crazy. Just enough time spent. One way or another, you get it done. You manage to take out what you think is enough diamonds based on Cat's appraisals. And once you feel that you have enough, you then spend the time to go through the process of crushing the diamonds into dust. And then finally, you hand them over to Lily and allow her to begin casting the spell. All right. Spell goes off. The diamond dust is consumed. After a few moments, following the completion of the spell, she picks her head up and looks around wide-eyed. And then she looks towards Lily and she says, "Who are you? What's going on?"
Hi, I'm Lily. I just kind of used Greater Restoration on you to help you out. We don't know what was going on, but we found you here holding a weapon, and it seemed to be controlling you. So we got that thing away from you, and you kind of passed out in the process. Got knocked out in the process. So now you're here, surrounded by strangers.
Don't think that's comforting, but yeah, you were
Pretty accurate though, Kate says, shrugging.
I don't know how to be comforting.
How? You're a healer.
I don't
You're supposed
know.
to be good with people skills, goddammit.
No.
That's just like hi, but essentially what she's saying is true, including the stranger's part. But yeah, you seem to have been possessed by something. We fixed that. You are no longer possessed. Are you okay? How are you feeling? I know this is probably a lot to take in.
It's starting to come back to me now. I remember I was the leader of a gang in, where was it? Riddleport. That's where I'm from.
Cade just kind of lights up slightly and goes, "We know where that is. That's we can get you back home." Although, when in Riddleport are you from? Cade just suddenly realizes.
You may have been, I think what she's trying to say is you may have been here longer than you think. Do you remember what year it was? Or what year? When do you think it is? Let me put it that way. What day is it? And what year?
Cade realizes they may have just like traumatized this person and kind of like covers their own mouth with their hand and just kind of goes, "Whoop."
No, I remember now. It was 5 years ago. I was woken from my sleep by a strange noise. And I looked at my collection of blades and other items that I had taken, and it was shining. And so I opened the case and I went to remove it, and then my mind was no longer my own. It brought me
Cade
here.
looks at her.
It brought me here. And they welcomed me with open arms.
Yes, because they were controlling you.
No,
You
I
were a
mean
vessel.
everyone here in the city.
Oh,
The giants and the lamias and even the dragon. They all just
so
accepted
I
me
mean,
sight unseen because I had this sword.
the dragon's still here, kinda.
Oh, and she looks up to see like the undead dragon thrall. Just hello.
I hope Dream just makes it wait.
He's gone, so sure. Just
Yeah, so Cade's gonna look at her and go, uh, some of them have helped us as well. The giants that were here with you in this room, we also let live.
Essentially,
When
we gave them the chance to go live on their lives without fear or control.
I look at her and I say, Karzoug took your life from you, controlled you, and used you as a weapon, and used fear as a tactic to control those who you feel welcomed you. They ran away from you as soon as they could. Not because of you, but because of the power Karzoug wields. And we're here to stop him from doing that to anyone else, as well as returning to this plane to try and rule. And if you would like, I would appreciate either your cooperation and help in this matter, or at least your word that you will leave this place and try to find your own peace.
Without a second thought, she turns to you and says, I will aid you and your friends.
Hey, new ally.
Let's go.
And when this is over, I will make it my mission to find out as much as I can about the other Runelords. Simply so that what happened to me cannot happen to anyone else.
Cade reaches out a hand to them and like agreement and like friendship, trying to be like, let me help you up. Realizing they're tied still and sense motives them, and then unties them if it goes well.
Okay.
Or I can sense motive them.
Whoever wants to do it, it doesn't matter.
You can do it.
That is. You sure?
Yeah.
Or the lie detector of the group.
I mean, I just don't want to steal an action from anyone. That's all.
No, I want. Go ahead.
There you go.
I've been talking way too much to them.
34. Okay. So, Lily, naturally, your nature dictates that you have some concerns over this development, and that you might think that it may not be the best idea to trust her so quickly. But you watch as after Cade helps Viorian up, unties her, goes to shake hands in agreement. Viorian actually pulls Cade in an embrace.
Aww.
Cade embraces her back.
Oh, this is touching.
Cade just says, I know what it's like to have a second chance. I promise you it's worth it.
So does that mean we can trust her, or?
I think so far. Well, as far as Cade's concerned, Cade thinks that you can. Whether or not she's literally about to stab Cade in the back, we don't know. So far we think she's good.
And yeah, while still holding on to you, she says, I will see to it that we all live to see Karzoug's death. I promise you that.
It may be sooner than you think.
The slaughter of Karzoug.
And we're gonna end there.
Valid.
Thank you.
So you guys have gained a really powerful ally, let me tell you.
I'm really excited about that.
And separated her from the intelligent weapon that was possessing her. You've also
so
learned,
glad it tried to possess the dinosaur.
You've also learned that at least in one case, some of these other giants seem to be dominated by the larger and more imposing rune giants, as your murder of one released 3 from mental control, and they fled the scene. And yeah, now it seems like the tide is turning in the battle against Karzoug. So, for those of you watching, highly likely that there's no game next week. It's my mom's birthday. She'll be visiting. I don't know whether I'm going to be doing stuff up here, or I am actually, after that, I'm going to New York for a couple days, so I may be on the road.
It is Mama DM's birthday, so let's wish a happy birthday to Mama DM.
Yes, Mama DM is not like she's watching, but she turned 65 this year, so it's a big one.
Oh, congratulations!
So happy birthday, Mom.
Birthday.
And so yeah, most likely we'll see you here again on the 30th for the continuation of Pinnacle of Avarice, as we.
But not me, because
Not you.
I will be working a con.
Yes, so Kim will not be here. Hopefully, everybody else can make it.
It's been an adventurous month. Let's just say that.
I believe it. Absolutely
Lots
believe
of travel. Lots of like.
But yeah, at this point, I think it's fair to say that the finish line is in sight, and we hope that if you've stuck with us this long, that the sunk cost fallacy kicks in, and you'll be here to the end.
I mean, sad but true.
Sad but true. Yes. But yeah. Until then, we hope you have a good night. Hope you enjoy this crazy summer weather that's been going on. And
it's not crazy. It's hot and humid, which is summer.
No, but all right. Maybe it's just because of where I am, but like, you know, there's been a lot of like, hey, it's gonna thunderstorm for like a week straight or like 3 days, and then it just doesn't happen. And then
for us that's normal.
And then we get like a Florida rainstorm out of nowhere like today.
That's been
sounds about right.
That's kind of normal for me, or at least like I'm just used to it. But either way, y'all be good.
At any rate, enjoy the weather. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Have a good night.
Bye.